Hi, I'm Dave from Reactive. We're basically going to show you a huge range of the new trends of boards this year. We've got downwind boards, mid-length boards, the compact type boards, and everything in between. So what we're showing you really now is the evolution from these big, long downwind style type boards. A couple of years ago when these first came out, we ended up basically using these as a light wind board. In the summer, you get out on your downwind board, and what that meant is the longer waterline length and the foil boxes being further forward meant that you could get up onto the foils really, really early compared to the stubby, shorter boards. So what's happened is these boards have sort of evolved into the mid-length boards. The mid-length boards have the advantage of getting up on the foil really early. The foil boxes are further forward, so they get up onto the foil. And also having foot straps, they're more manageable if you're using them. But they're more, they're smaller than the big boards, but they're a lot quicker to get going than the stubby, more freestyle or more wave type boards. So now you can see the influence the downwind board has on the shapes of the mid-length type boards. They look almost exactly the same. They're just a scaled down version and a little bit more compact. The boxes are still a long way forward for their size. As you can see on the downwind board, it's really far forward. This is 116 litre. This is a 55. This is an 85. But the advantage of a downwind board in aiming you to get up and going earlier, you've got that beveled edge, that long outline, that little smooth double concave on the front, and the easy release on the tail. It's all mirrored exactly on the mid-length boards. So it has the same features, the same shape. It's just in a smaller size. Obviously, you've got a foil, a wing to get you going on it. But you can see the super efficiency of this type of shape. Transform it into a smaller board with the foot straps and what have you, and it gives you a really early access onto the foil. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just show you the difference between the sort of regular or more compact style type of board and then the mid-length sort of type of shape. Most people have learnt on this sort of board and worked their way down to a board size they're comfortable with. And it's lovely riding these boards, riding waves and turning, but they can be a little bit sticky to get going or difficult to get up and going on. Whereas the mid-length board, if you put this one down next to it in comparison, these are both a very similar volume, 82 and 85. You can see how long and narrow this board is in comparison. So it really gets you up and going a lot earlier. It's still got the volume, the same sort of size, but you get onto the board, as soon as you hold the wing, you just start accelerating and getting moving straight away, which will make the board a lot more stable. Get up onto the board and then you're rocketed up onto the foil really quickly, with the foil boxes being so much further forward compared to the standard shape on the more regular type board. So you can see the beveled edges, the longer tracks, the further forward in the board. You really sort of come up onto the foil a lot earlier. So if you want early free ride sort of wing foiling, then mid-lengths really do make life a lot easier for you. Okay, so what we've got here now is we've got the traditional sort of beginner style type of board, so something wide that's easy to stand on. It's still quite long, 5'10", this one. And then this is the new mid-length type board. This is the starboard above board, which is a lot narrower, a bit longer, touch less volume to it. But this is still going to get you into the sport easier. And then really we see these mid-length boards as really like a progression type board that will get you going a bit quicker, get you up onto your foils a bit easier. Having a wide, stable, big board to start off with will mean that you can get onto that progression board quicker. So we still feel that this sort of wider, more stable board will help you learn to wing foil easiest. And then as you start moving forward, you want more performance, you're looking to go on a smaller foil, then this will open up those smaller foils for you. Once you've mastered the basics of your beginner or first time foil board, then this is really where the mid-lengths will come into their own. So if you're looking for a board you can progress onto, then mid-length is going to be the way to look at in the future.